twin turbo.
Yeah, the Pro Stock division should be the most interesting. We've got a turbocharged car, much smaller than all the others, competing against the big 700-inch cubic blocks.
Let's go to Brett Kepner, who'll be covering the pits for us today.
This is Britain Pro Stock Eliminator. Bob Glidden, 7-Eleven Chief Auto Parts. Thunderbird is really screaming, having recorded a 7:25 elapsed time that is leading the 16-car field. But his biggest rival is the turbocharged Buick V6 of Buddy Ingersoll.
Turbo Buick V6 engine in the car driven by Buddy Ingersoll. Now, this engine has 268 cubic inches compared with about 700 cubic inches of the other motors that are running here. This car has performed very well this weekend, the V6 Buick, and Buddy Ingersoll getting set to go here in the quarterfinal Pro Stock round against Billy Ewing.
Turbocharging, of course, is something that we have seen on single-seater open-wheel racing, both here as well as across the Atlantic the last couple of years. Interesting story as we take a look at Billy Ewing. Everybody seemed to be against the turbocharging when the season began. There was little success. You didn't hear too much about it, and now they're beginning to talk again. And here he comes again, Bob.
Yeah, he came from behind as the whole shot went to Billy Ewing, but Buddy Ingersoll pulled out the win with a 187-mile-an-hour run, 7.38.
As we look at the top end, Bob, the reaction time was dramatically different. Ewing got away at .079 a second, while Ziegler was
Here is the semifinal round in Pro Stock, and Buddy Ingersoll is getting set to go against Ricky Smith. The question is, can Buddy continue his great performance here this weekend in the turbocharged V6 Buick? He's got his work cut out for him against Ricky Smith, the current World Pro Stock Champion for IHRA.
I'll tell you what, Bob, the way things have been going, I think that Smith may be the one who has his work cut out for him. Ingersoll once again at the disadvantage at the start.
Oh, a close race. Smith had the whole shot, but Ingersoll beat him. Believe it or not, a 192.30 for Buddy Ingersoll, a 733, 746 for Ricky Smith, and Ingersoll is going to move into the finals.
An absolute astounding race. Ooh. It's almost hard to believe that Ingersoll won that race. He turned in another 7.3. That's his third one in a row. He'll be going up against Bob Glidden.
733, 192 in his semi, so you have lane chase.
I saw that I knew Terry was going to make a good run, which he did, and the final ought to be even tighter.
No question about it. And, as I told Buddy and I told you in the previous round, it is going to be history in the making. This is going to be the old-style Pro Stocker against what many people consider the wave of the future.
I'm going to have to do my best for sure next round. These Pro Stock guys would shoot me down if this turbocharged thing wins this Pro Stock.
Versus Ingersoll's Buick Regal. The Buick Regal, 268 cubic inches against a refrigerator underneath the hood of Glidden's car.
Well, Ingersoll has had such a successful weekend this weekend for really the first time this year. He has gotten himself into the finals, but he has a lot of work to do if he's going to beat Bob Glidden, who's staging here in the near lane.
Bob, it's going to take a 190-mile-an-hour run, an almost unheard of time a couple years ago to win this one.
Let's see what happens. Ingersoll is now ready in the far lane. The Pro Stock finals set to go. Green light comes on. Good reaction for Buddy Ingersoll in the far lane, but here comes Glidden pulling ahead and winning by just inches, it looks like. 193.96. Bob Glidden's ET was 7:28, a reaction time of .099. Ingersoll with a reaction time of 0.60.
And Bob Glidden saves face and maybe bragging rights for the entire clan for another winner.
So Bob Glidden from Whiteland, Indiana wins another IHRA drag.